process, and you can't see me on the Loch Ness. You can proceed with precaution, give the proceeds to my god kids. Hold on my conscience, same my pop is. Lame when the pop get drop kick by drop kick. Why you gotta lie to me so much, babe? You tell me the same that you told what's his name. If it don't work out, I go back to hustling. Couple 100,000 up in my mother's name. Peace, what peace?
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Elway. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Elway. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Elway. Eluding the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Over! Watch him now, Barney!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Leopard! Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
On 1st down, Elway. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit!
Now Elway to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now it's Elway. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out come the Jets. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Martin. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
36.
On 2nd down, Martin. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, that's Martin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And that's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time, and now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Darnold. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's going to field this at the 4. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first, they'll throw with Elway. Steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
2nd and 10. Elway again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. On 3rd down, Elway. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And off comes to Martin. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Elway on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Jenkins. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Detroit! Gone!
Now Elway on 3rd and long. Looking deep for Julio. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They run again on 1st down, Martin. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. letting one go deep for a noon one. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Leopard! Leopard!
A whale throw. High throw, but the catch is made. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Elway. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. from the gun on third down. It's Elway. Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. The New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Right there. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A first down throw, Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left. To the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Final play of the half. It's Elway. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
Elway to throw on second. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Elway. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And taken right at the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They run it again with Martin. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Elway into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Again, it's Martin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sua Cravens in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Powerful running. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13. From the shotgun, Elway. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Elway. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Steve McClendon able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have you guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Barney, Barney! Over!
Carry number 20 here for Martin. Leaping over him. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They give to Martin, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They pitch it out to Martin. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Third and long, it's Darnold. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run for it with Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Elway. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first, they'll throw with Elway. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Second and 10, Elway. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
All right, now look at 56.
On third down, Elway. It's caught, Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a run with Martin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Martin. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
A toss play. This is Martin. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.